Let's go, y'all. Alright, finally, I got it to work. Oh my goodness. It took mad long. Mm, I'll probably do it, try not to laugh. I remember I used to do these back in the day. It was so bad.
What up, y'all? We back again. This is Top Things. When the grown-up talk is overheard by the little ones. Wait for it.
Ma? Yeah, puppy? Do we have a cat? No, why would you think we have a cat? Because Dad last night was saying, oh, I'm going to beat that kitty, baby. Why would Dad even want to hurt a cat? What are you listening to? What happened? Nobody was saying something.
You need to be in bed, all right?
All right, ready? Yeah. Oh, dude, this is easy peasy, bro. Look at me. Oh, bro, I can probably do this blindfolded. Okay, I'm ready, I guess.
Can you see anything?
No.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
You're doing it.
Dude, yeah, this is easy.
Nah, it's close.
John?
The solution to every problem
funny.
known to
Actually,
mankind.
put water in my mouth.
Y dije, no, nada que ver, sí. Bájate. Se va a caer. Fíjate.
¿Qué pasó?
¿Y se cayó?
¿Quién?
¿La niña?
¿Cuál niña?
La chimuela.
Humble flex alert. Watch until the end.
Oh.
Why do American guns only have 30 rounds in the clip?
Why?
Because that's the average class size.
Dark humor is like a child with cancer. It never gets old.
What's 1 plus 1?
What?
The amount of parents orphans don't have.
Why should you always give the emo kid in the hallway high fives?
Why?
You can't leave him hanging.
If a pregnant emo hangs herself, is that murder-suicide or is that just an abortion?
Double homicide.
What is a necrophiliac's safe word?
What?
I'm alive.
What is the best part about stage 4 cancer?
Wait, oh, come on!
My little brother is at like that awkward age right now where he's asking me a lot of weird questions about sex. Just the other night, he asked me, is that the best you can do?
I'm with RJ, but I call him Wayne cause he's a shotter. Pick up the ladder, put it in the gun, make the nine stretch. Niggas with attitude, but we come straight up.
Yo, those shoes are kind of nice. What brand are they?
Guess.
Dude, just tell me.
Guess.
Okay, but that's not the same.
That's not the same. Okay,
It's
can
not
you
the
can you
same.
can you
Hold on.
Mm.
God damn, little mama. You know you thick as hell, know what I'm saying?
I don't know. You don't know. You know why you don't know? Because you don't think. That's why. You don't think. You never figured out how to think.
I'm filling my water.
You have been hating on me for 3 months? So here's what I found out. Your parents don't even have legal custody of you. There's no sign of your dad. Your mom's in prison for aggravated assault. You live with your grandparents. And your grandfather died.
Join my Discord, link in the description. If you
I got a question for the females.
Yeah, I got a question for you. Why do you call women females? Why don't you just call us women? That's a woman?
How are you gonna assume that I'm gay just because I have rainbow hair, wearing a rainbow shirt, I got a rainbow pride flag behind?
Yeah, and how are you gonna assume that I'm racist just because I hate Nick?
Is Nick A30 family friendly? I am family friendly. Back when I started my channel, I actually played games that weren't family friendly, but you'll never hear me swear.
Wow, dude, you little Nick.
Excuse me. Stay back. Hey, stay back. Stay back.
Hey, uncle.
Why didn't you tell me? Well, because I wanted us to fail. Obviously, I didn't.
Who is responsible for Apple Music lyrics?
Say, bro, why you ain't accept my friend request, bro? What, you don't want to be my friend?
Pass out. I swear to God, all I do is cash out. In the lane, I hope. Get up on my trap house. I've been selling grass since like the 5th grade. Never made no difference what this shit made.
My God! Drop trying to come up. I dropped that in, I came up.
Hey, seriously, if you just tell me whose this is, I'm not gonna be upset.
It's yours, I'm telling you. There's
it's
no
not
other
mine.
What's up, guys? It's Quandale Dingle here.
You can tell me to fix my eyeliner, but sweetheart, you need to fix your attitude.
Mr. Wayne, are you currently in the market to adopt a child?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Are you looking for more of a base model orphan or one that has more upgraded features?
Yep.
Like cooking or driftwood art?
Yep.
Gymnastic abilities?
Yep.
Close-up street magic a la David Blaine?
All of it sounds great.
Really? Because all of it sounds like me. Mr. Wayne, do you think you'd be interested in adopting me as your future orphan son?
Definitely.
Oh, this is great! Because all I want is to get adopted so I can finally stop being alone.
Buck 50 was a muscle. Goddamn, I hurt my knuckles. Hey, baby, go to bed. Throw it back and then she twirl. Off the chain, she go berserk. I'm trying to fuck with her and her. Psych!
Baby, go to bed. Throw it back and then she twirl. Off the chain, she go berserk. I'm trying to fuck.
Baby born with 2 penises has the bigger one cert. Nigga, why would they take away penis?
Throw it back and then she twirl. Off the chain, she go.
Oh, I just spilled all my water out. I'll clean that up. Be right back. Oh, we back. We back. Wait. Alright, there we go.
Baby born with two penises? Nigga, why would they?
There's this one YouTuber, I forget. This one YouTuber.
Pet peeves. We all got them. And I have so many of them. Too many to count. Now, I'm not going to be talking about pet peeves that kind of just like slightly annoy me a little bit. Nah, these are the ones that annoy me to absolutely no end. I'm just going to be real. I'm a pushover. I'm a very patient person. But sometimes certain things just drive me insane. So let's start off with some examples that a lot of you have been through yourselves. In every single class, there is always that one dude who's just licking his pencil. Sometimes I'm in class, maybe trying to do my work, take a nap, do whatever the hell. And there's this dude that's just like fucking clicking his pencil over and over again. There's a lot of other things that you could do if you're like bored in class or like you're fidgeting or whatever the hell. I don't know. Do something that doesn't make noise. The whole class can hear it, little bro. Like, he's lucky I didn't go over there and just slap the pencil out of his hand. Most times I would try to just tune it out, but sometimes it was just physically impossible. Slow walkers, bro. Especially when they walk in a group and you can't even pass them, bro. This is so fucking annoying. Sometimes I just be going the other way on purpose. Because one time, bro.
Oh God, like one time in school, bro, like there was like 5 people, and they were like just spread out across the hall, and nobody could even do anything. And I just went around the whole school.
I was
just to
behind
get
this
back to
group
my
of
class.
girls and they just looked at me disgusted when I was behind them. And I'm just like, bro, what do you want me to do? Like, just become a star NBA player? Start juking around people? Look, that's just not gonna happen. As much as I wish I was athletic, bro, I'm not. When I'm putting up threes, they bricking like Shaq, bro. I'm just being honest. If somebody's just walking slow, I'm like, fuck it, I'll just pass them. But if they're in a group, it's raps. I just can't pass them. If I was at a park or something, okay, maybe I could. But in a hallway or on a sidewalk, yeah, nah, there's just like not enough space. But of course, number 3 on the list is related to the last one. When people just be staring at you. Like, if I walk into class late, everyone and their mom is staring at me. I mean, I don't know why. I really don't. Some people just glance over, which is fine, but some people are just like staring me down menacingly, and there is absolutely no escaping it. And my classes have like 35 people, so imagine that times 35. But nah, I could not imagine being in one of those big ass lecture halls in college. That's tough. I mean, looking at people's fine. I mean, we do it like every day pretty much. Staring is kind of crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you know what the greatest stare downs of the century were? When you saw another school on a field trip, y'all would just stare each other down just for no reason. I don't know, man. Maybe that one was just me. And sometimes I get dirty looks, which is honestly even worse than staring. I'm just sitting there like, what did I do? Like, I don't even know. And then that just gets me in an anxious loop of thoughts, and I'm like trying to figure out what I did. That is the absolute worst, bro. Or sometimes it wasn't even meant for me, and I was overthinking a fuck ton. And now, speaking of school, I did not sign up to be a teacher. And this next pet peeve, bro, is pretty much asking me to be a teacher. Showing old heads how to use technology. Your parents, your grandparents, they don't know much about technology, right? Which is fair enough. Let's get 2 things straight. Okay, first of all, I am not a 24/7, 365 operating service. And number 2, when I say something, we both know that you're not gonna understand shit. So just let me do it and explain it to you later. So here are some questions that my relatives have asked me in the past. Hey, buddy. I want to text my buddy Joe that I'm about to give him the works in pool tonight. So first, what you got to do, open your text app and then, oh, am I doing it? No, you're on Safari. Hey, Joe. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a whooping tonight. There are no results for, hey, Joe, I'm gonna give you a whooping tonight. Did it send? Yeah, it's kind of a headache. It really is. And especially, I'm not exactly Hubert, the IT god over there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when I'm showing my parents how to do something, I don't really exactly remember how to do it. But eventually, I end up figuring it out. Wet socks. Nobody likes this. Like, this is just the worst feeling on the planet, bro. You just step in a big-ass puddle. Your shoes are all wet now. Your socks are wet. Like, it's just a disaster. Like, you hear the splashing in your shoes. It feels like 80 different bacterias are starting to grow go on your feet. If you're out in public and you step in a puddle, it's wraps. You can't change until you get home. Like if you were in a scenario, right, where there was a hill that was like a fucking mountain to climb and there was no puddle, or straight path with a puddle that you can't avoid, which one would you be choosing? Oh, I would definitely be choosing the hill, bro, because I am not fucking with wet socks, me personally. And especially if I was sweating a little bit, bro, like it just produces the worst odor of all time. Like them wet socks about to make me girl repellent real quick. Like might as well just wake up and spray Axe all over myself at that point. You know what's even worse than wet socks? Buffering, or just boof internet to begin with. Like I'm really on that McDonald's Wi-Fi timing, bro. I'm gonna have to take my setup to a Starbucks, bro, and just start grinding at this point, because I don't know what else to do. When you're watching a YouTube video, a show, a movie, the most annoying thing is when it just... Yeah, bro, I'm gonna be balling out on my internet package. This shit is so annoying. Or when you have really bad data and you're trying to send a text message, that's another one. Like, bro, Verizon is failing me. Like, at that point, I'd rather have Cricket or goddamn Boost Mobile. Like, the way that is going for me right now, bro, it's looking like I'm gonna be living in a cardboard box with a $700 a month internet plan or some shit. I don't know. And now, let's not even talk about airplane Wi-Fi. Oh my god, that shit is fucking terrible. Even if you pay for it, like, it's still really bad. Like, that shit just be going out randomly. And speaking of airplanes, when people clap when the plane lands, it just absolutely pisses me off. I don't know why. Like, I don't know anybody who's doing that besides Drake. I mean, I don't know anybody else. But one time when I landed in Florida, right, like people just started clapping when the plane landed. And even when I was a kid, bro, I just did not understand the point. Now, that's great that the pilots made a safe landing and all, but like they do this every day. I'm sure they don't want to hear fucking clapping when the plane lands either. They're gonna have to hear that like so many times in one day. Now, even when I'm jet lagged as fuck after I get off a plane or something like that, sometimes my body just refuses to sleep. I don't understand why my body does this. My own body is just preying on my downfall sometimes. It's not like I chugged 4 Monster Energies. Like, damn, I just don't get it. Like, I just be tossing and turning, flipping the pillow over and over again, readjusting my sleeping position, and then hours pass by, and then I finally fall asleep. And then literally 30 minutes later, I hear this. And it always goes by so fast, too, for no reason. And of course, if I'm waking up to an alarm, shit, we're already off to a bad start. And sometimes when people sleep, they snore. And it annoys me so much, bro. Especially when it's so loud where, like, the whole fucking house can hear it. Like, bro, I'm just trying to sleep. And sometimes I'm just like, what the hell is that noise? Like, I'm thinking a Yeti just spawned in somewhere. And I gotta, like, wake up the whole crib or something. Now, let's talk about tangled earbuds or tangled wires. Just anything like that. Like, I used to have headphones like with wires that would get tangled all the time. That shit would just annoy me to no end. Then I don't have to waste like 5 minutes trying to fix it. And I already know back before AirPods, everybody tried using wired earbuds, like half tangled. Like it was just impossible. It just didn't work. You had to untangle them, bro. But sometimes, man, I just look under my desk. There are so many wires. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna try untangling that. Like it's just, it would take days to do. Now this one just annoys me probably more than most people. When people micromanage you or they like treat you like you're a child or something. Timothy, stop playing games on your laptop. I've seen you on your laptop 4 times this class now. Like, shut the hell up. Nobody cares. It's your choice. You want to play some random ass Flash game, watch Netflix, or do whatever the hell in class. Some of you might even be watching this video while in class. And if they tell you to put your laptop away, just tell them that this video is educational. Just pause it here and show the teacher this frame. Trust me, they'll believe you. Anyways, as for micromanaging, I don't know if there's any older birdie viewers in the audience. If you have a job, there is always that manager that is up your ass crack. Okay, pause. Not like, they're just like hovering over you 24/7. Yep, you missed a spot. Work a little bit faster, will you, duck? Holy shit, these tables are not gonna clean themselves. Drink a Red Bull if you have to. And he'll do this every 10 minutes. Like, get off my dome piece, please. Like, the job itself already sucks. Like, please do not make it any worse for me. Like, goddamn. Just make sure you're finding jobs with chill managers. Getting asked a nosy question. Yeah, this one's really fucking annoying. Like, some people really out here trying to know your entire life story. If somebody says, I don't really want to answer that, please respect them. Don't be like, please, bro, you gotta give me an amount, man. Like, come on. That's what some people be saying with, like, YouTube. They're like, oh my god, bro. Yo, I see, like, you're famous on YouTube, man. Like, how much money do you make? I don't really want to... Yo, just, like, drop $1 amount, you know. You just be honest. Honestly, sometimes I be caving, because I'm like, shit, bro. I don't even know. I just want them off my back. So I just give them a random dollar amount. And then they're like, holy shit, bro. Yo, that's insane. Oh my god. Like, I had told them I was spending weekends with Bill Gates and Elon Musk and just a casual billionaire party. He would have fucking believed me. I mean, I guess some people want to be a YouTuber. They're, like, curious about, like, how much the field pays or whatever. That's a little bit different. Like, bro, but if you're pressing it out of me to try and get the answer, man, that's a completely different story. So I would say on this list, you know, there's a lot of things that annoy me. But honestly, the most annoying thing that I could think of on this list, bro, is chewing with your mouth open. A lot of people get annoyed when someone talks when they eat. But honestly, I don't think it's as bad as this. Like, chewing with your mouth open. Like, it just makes a smacking noise that you do not want to hear. Like, it's just really annoying. Especially when there's spit everywhere. It's getting in your face. Like, Jesus Christ, that's just disgusting. I'm not trying to hear an ASMR video while I'm sitting in the cafeteria, bro. Like, they over here eating like they're about to consume a whole Nick avocado mukbang, bro. It's insane. But yeah, those are my pet peeves. Want more videos to watch? I have an entire playlist of videos just like this right here.
Riddle me this. If
Pet peeves. We
Actually,
Pet peeves. We all bullying. I think some people are literally just asking for it. Now, that obviously doesn't mean that I condone bullying, but you know what I'm saying. It's changed a lot throughout the years, and in movies, it's always portrayed as the jock bullying the nerd, and then the nerd has like some insane revenge arc. I mean, that's kind of how it always goes. And now, back in the day, it was really similar to what you see in the movies. Like, some kid getting domed in the face with a spitball, some kid hitting a lick on someone's lunch money, nerds getting shoved into lockers. It was just the whole 9 yards. Now, I got bullied a little bit in school, and I just look back on it and laugh. Now, I don't really give a shit about it anymore, of course. I'm just here to share my experiences with you. And thank you to the subscriber who submitted this over on my Instagram. I appreciate you. Now, when I was in school, like in elementary school, that was during the whole stop bullying movement. Like, I mean, I'm pretty old, but I'm not that old. And you know what? I'm kind of glad that's when I started school, because my ass would have got shoved into a few lockers. And now, as I mentioned in so many videos before, in elementary school, I was just probably the most hated kid on the planet. You just did not want to be around me. And some of you might be like, well, why is that? Well, unfortunately, I was the teacher's pet. All right, chill the fuck out. Put the pitchforks down. I already know the comments are going to be rough on this video. But anyways, when I'd walk in the hallways when I was in elementary school, I would see so many posters basically saying like, stop bullying, and they put like some cringy ass emoji or meme underneath it. They really thought that was going to get everyone to stop bullying. A Doge meme right under Arial text, stop bullying. Like, come on, bro. Looking back on it, man, I was like, yeah, you tell him. But it's just not gonna work. No one's gonna listen to a poster. It's up to the bully himself to realize, maybe I shouldn't take little Jimothy's lunch money. Bro's gonna starve today. I mean, that's kind of what he has to realize. It's only up to himself to judge his character. And a teacher putting up a stop bullying sign in the hallway ain't gonna do shit. Now, in elementary school, obviously, I got bullied. I mean, I was a fucking teacher's pet. I mean, I did a little bit, but not too much. And maybe it just built character for me. Now, not only was I the teacher's pet, I also thought I was him, bro. And I was just absolutely untouchable. And now, what did I do? Of course, I tried to befriend the popular kids in school. And yeah, you can only imagine how that went. A nerd that grinds his homework every night versus the kids that just don't give a shit about school and everyone thinks they're cool. It was a great match, you know, just match made in heaven. Now, one day I go outside for recess, and there was this group of kids playing, kids asking if I could play, of course. I really wanted to play, man. I was just a beast. And, you know, surprisingly, they let me play. I mean, I don't don't understand how. And of course, we all got in line to get picked. And, yeah, I got picked last. I mean, if the options are some kid that looks like a titan in elementary school versus the nerdy bird with glasses, they're picking the nerdy bird with glasses, trust me, man. And now when it was my turn to kick the ball, I get up there and I really tear it up. I kid you not, I kicked it and the ball moved like 1 foot, like it barely went anywhere. And of course, yeah, that caused everybody to start laughing at me because I'm fucking shit at the game. Like, I mean, come on now. I was just getting flamed really bad for not kicking it. I mean, the ball might as well have broke my leg at this point. It was a rough day to be Jit Birdie, I'm not gonna lie. So I was over there crying after I got out, of course. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna man up. So I get out there, and I get out on the field with my buck teeth, and there I am. So when I was fielding, you know, it was my time to shine. The ball got kicked in my direction, and it literally just popped me in the face. Like, I literally just fell on the ground. And I was, like, scrambling to get the ball and throw it to first base. And now, of course, the first baseman called me the R word because I didn't get it there in time. And now, of course, I started crying. I mean, what else am I gonna do? I'm in, like, 3rd grade. Now, I just sat on the pavement and cried for about 5 minutes until one of the teachers came to get me and brought me to the nurse's office. And for the rest of recess, I just camped out in there. And from that point moving forward, I just gave up on trying to become popular in elementary school. But now, as I progressed into middle school, I got bullied even more in middle school. Yeah, it was kind of rough. It was literally by one kid. And I mean, this kid slapped a teacher, bro. Like, that's how you know bro just did not give a shit and he was mad devious. So he got transferred from the other school and he just moved here. Now, out of all the friend groups this dude could have picked, like, to start hanging out with people in, he picked my friend group out of all of them. I don't understand how or why, but it just happened. And bro started sitting with us at lunch. Now, one day, bro literally just grabbed my yogurt and he just smeared it all over my lunchbox. And of course, I wanted to try and sound manly, bro. I'm in 7th grade. I'm basically a grown-ass man. So I was like, hey, don't touch my lunchbox. And of course, bro just started laughing and he was just doing some more stupid shit at the lunch table. And now my dumb ass let it slide. Like, I don't understand how I let that slide. Like, seriously, how? Some of you might be like, Birdie, but you must get your get back in this story, right? No, I did not get my get back at all. I just let it slide so many times. And now, of course, the next time I let it slide, I was sitting in my study hall class. I was playing a game with one of my friends and 2 other kids, including this dude. I don't know if y'all know Bad Eggs, but that was the shit back in the day. I would play that on my computer all the time. Now, I was on my friend's team, and we absolutely tore it up, bro. We won. We were smoking them. And this dude started to get really mad. And right when the game ended, he got up to go get a tissue. And now his nose was bleeding at the time. And what he decided to do was rub his bloody tissue all over my computer. Now I was like, hey, man, why would you do that? And bro had a villain arc laugh going. It was insane. So me and my friend were sitting there like, what the hell did we just witness? And I got up and cleaned it with hand sanitizer and a tissue. Because, I mean, that's all we had in the classroom. And I don't know how the teacher didn't notice this going down. No clue. But the next day, my friend asked me if I told the teacher. I said no. So he literally just went up to tell the teacher what happened. And I was like, damn, bro, a W friend for that. I'm not gonna lie. So he told the teacher, and the kid got kicked out of our class. Now, this dude was gone out of our class, nowhere to be seen. But that doesn't mean he would stop tormenting me. And now, in middle school, as a lot of you know, I was in a relationship. Okay, I'm definitely getting flamed in the comments now. This kid would constantly flame me for being in a middle school relationship. And to be honest with you, yeah, I deserve that. I'm not gonna lie. He was like, oh, you guys are gonna hold hands in the hallway, kiss on the bleachers. I mean, I was getting deservingly clowned in that moment. Like, I don't understand what part of my brain was like, you know what? Yeah, it's a good idea to get a middle school girlfriend. Like, that's gonna last. I thought that would somehow level up my clout in school if I had a girlfriend. I don't know. It was just really sad seeing how desperate I was to be popular. Popularity was really important to me for some reason. So when I went to high school, I would also die for popularity. But in the grand scheme of things, it really just doesn't matter. Now, at this point in my life, a lot of people started using Snapchat and social media. I mean, some kids had it in middle school, but some kids were like really balling like that. But a lot of their parents just wouldn't allow them to get any social media until high school. So obviously that caused a lot of bullying to be done on the internet. And now no one really bullied like physical anymore. It was all through the internet. I barely saw anything physical at my school besides like WWE SmackDowns at 7 in the morning in my cafeteria. I mean, other than that, I didn't really see anything. And now in high school, I had no drip. I had the worst haircut of all. all time, and I had the worst hygiene, so essentially I was just a walking roast. Like, my pants were fucking high waters, bro. I was preparing for a flood over here. And some of you might be like, oh, you know, Birdie, it can't be that bad. You probably didn't look too bad in high school. Oh, yes, I did. A girl called me ugly to my face. I mean, to be fair, I was knocked out on my desk, but she basically did it to my face. She thought I was sleeping, but obviously I was not, bro. I'm always listening. A kid literally walked up to me and called me Dusty. And now he was not wrong, bro. My fit was looking mad dusty, but like the girls around him just started laughing. And I was just like, damn, that is tragic. And I wonder why I got no girls. And I still don't, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Now, in high school, I didn't really get bullied too much. I mean, thankfully, there were kids that were a much bigger target, like people that would walk around in full cosplay, furries, or people that were just really musty. Those were the common targets of bullying. I had that target off my back thanks to the musty kid. He was out here saving lives, bro. But it got worse for me when people found out about my YouTube channel and word started spreading around my school. And now some people thought it was cool while others were flaming me. I'm not gonna lie. Some people were saying like they were cringy or whatever, and yeah, they were not wrong. But I was out here trying my best. I was doing the most to grow. But in my senior year, I finally grew a little bit, and I guess people were keeping an eye on my channel, and more people found out about it, and a lot of people thought it was cool, surprisingly. And now, thanks to my YouTube channel, you know, I wouldn't go to school very awake, all right? I would be very sleep deprived. And that gave this kid an opportunity to mess with me to get a rise out of his friends. One day, I was walking.
Wait, what? I'm not subbed? I swear I was. What? I swear I was subbed. I have to be subbed to some of the other. Bro, what? That's crazy. Swear I was subbed. Yeah, man, that's confusing.
From the parking lot up to my school, and now it was so fucking cold outside, and it was snowing, it was so windy, and the ground was extremely slippery. So obviously I'm walking slow, like I'm not gonna fucking walk fast. And apparently everyone was behind me, and I didn't realize. And this kid was just like fucking on my back the entire first period class. He was like, yo, bro, literally everyone was behind you, man. Like, what were you doing? Not trying to slip. That's what I was doing. Like, fuck them. I'm not trying to slip and break my pelvis. Hell nah. Like, there was hail hitting my face. Like, I'm surprised a Yeti just didn't pop up out of nowhere. Like, that's how fucking cold it was, bro. And now in that class period, we had a bunch of papers that day, right? And this kid sat behind me. And what he decided to do was, like, I don't know, shoot buckets into my fucking hoodie, apparently. And now, I don't know how I didn't notice this. Like, I mean, maybe he was just good. I don't know. Sharpshooter over there. But I didn't fucking notice it. And in third period, my friend pointed it out to me, like, yo, what the fuck? You have, like, paper in your hoodie. And I was like, how the fuck did I not notice? I didn't have to sit there and question who it was. Like, I already damn well knew who it was. And now, I don't know why I listened to this dude, but after school, I decided to walk faster, even though there was ice on the ground. There was barely any ice melt down on the ground. The school was slacking with that one, so I was walking, and eventually I just fucking slipped and ate shit on the ground. And this kid walked by with his girlfriend, and they both started laughing at me. And now it just pissed me off because this kid was a fucking jackass, and I never got my get back. And he was like, oh, this dude's a fucking idiot, bro. Did you guys just see him slip? And if you're watching this video, bro, you're a bitch for that. Want more videos to watch? I have an entire playlist of videos just like this right here. Field trips. You don't know how much of a blessing it was when the teacher was passing out those permission slips to go on a field trip. Any day you didn't have to wake up at 6 a.m. and haul your ass to class was a blessing because school days off were very scarce. Field trips were a blessing from God. It didn't matter if you had to go to like some boring ass museum. It's better than sitting in class. I haven't experienced many field trips in my life, but some of them hit different and some of them were just straight up mid. The first field trip I ever went on,
let's just compare the lighting to before, like let's see, like the lighting before, like when my room was all blue. Turn this off, you can barely see me. The lighting's ass. Well, with the LED light thing, or no, like the ring light. That ring light is helping for real. The lighting is way better.
I was geeked, bro. I felt like it was about to be a whole function. So in kindergarten, I went to this.
Not gonna lie, my site, it doesn't look the best, but like I could add some stuff. I could add some stuff for real.
Zoo. And the entire day, all we did was we were just basically baking in the sun and just staring at animals and just marveling at them all day. Now, I don't know how I found any sort of entertainment in that, but I thought it was like the coolest thing ever that I was going to the zoo and seeing animals. And there was literally one kid that tried to climb into the animal enclosure. Hey, alrighty kids, this is a lion, and your teacher instructed me not to let you guys feed the lion. So I'm just gonna sit here and tell you some boring ass facts about lions. Alright, so lions, they like to hunt, of course, and they even hunt during storm. Whoa! And you can hear a lion's roar from 5 miles away. Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Get down from there, motherfucker! And of course he was freaking out because this dude's literally just about to become lunch for the lion. Like, I don't know why he's trying to climb into an animal enclosure and thought that was a good idea. But our brains were not even close to being halfway developed yet. So obviously this kid's gonna think it's a good idea. So teachers had to like restrain him for the rest of the day like he was some sort of crack addict. He was like spazzing his arms around. Let me go! Hey, let me go! It was rough to witness. I mean, for the rest of the day, we just went around and stared at animals that looked depressed in cages. Like, wow, so fun. I mean, literally anything could keep me entertained when I was in kindergarten. Like, it was not hard to entertain me. When I was in 4th grade, I went to an aquarium. Same type of deal, just staring at animals all day. I mean, nothing of value really went on, let's be honest. When I was in 6th grade, I went on this pretty cool field trip. It was to a science museum. And when we got on the bus, bro, there was no existing particle of space. We were all just crammed into this bus. The school just did not feel like getting more buses for some reason. When I was on the bus, I was sitting next to my very own birdie plushie. Yes, that's right. You can go on makeship.com and buy your very own birdie plushie. They're out for a limited time, so if you want to get one, buy them now. The link is in the description. And trust me, hear me out for a second. If you buy one, consider it an investment, because if you have one, everyone's just gonna think you're him, bro. The link is in the description and the pinned comment. Thank you again to Makeship for making this possible. Or actually, in all seriousness though, I was the NC with 2 randoms. Like, I didn't even know these kids, and my ass was just hanging off the seat the entire time. We arrived, it was pretty cool. It was like this big ass museum, and there was a bunch of schools there. Like, I saw so many buses lined up. We all got out, and you know, as we encountered the other schools, we had the craziest stare downs of all time. Now, I don't know what it was, but whenever you encountered kids from another school on your field trips, you just have a fucking stare off. Everybody in the herds would just stare at each other menacingly. And the entire day, we just walked around a museum. And yeah, some of the stuff was cool, but most of it was pretty boring. And I kind of just talked to my friends the whole time. And there was always that one fucking kid. I used to be that kid, alright? When the teachers would tell everyone to be quiet, there was always that one dude that'd be like, guys, you need to be quiet. There are other students perusing the museum. Like, bro, shut the hell up. No one can even hear us. Like, I don't know why it's such a big deal. Of course, yeah, the teachers' pets were telling people to be quiet. That's just how it was. And I can testify for that statement as a former teacher's pet, unfortunately. And then after, of course, we went in the gift shop, and we were all browsing the gift shop. And there was always that one person that their parents were just balling, and they were just rolling in money, and they just basically bought the entire gift shop. They were running the gift shop for their money, bro. They were dropping racks. It was like a rapper buying a bunch of designer clothes. They walk out, and they're all fucking decked out in their gift shop drip, and everybody's like, whoa, how did you get all that stuff? Hey, you know, my parents just gave me a few bucks. Whoa, dude, you get like everything in the store?
Let me take y'all.
Yeah, not everything. Only if my mom gave me $5 more. Holy shit. You know what? I'm gonna call her right now.
Bro.
Mom, why didn't you give me $5 more? You're late on rent? Get your funds up, Mom. Get your keys up, brokey. What a peasant. Am I right, guys? That one spoiled kid, everyone had them at their school, bro. That was definitely over dramatic, but it was something along those lines. And they were built and sounded like Eric Cartman. It was crazy. The last thing we did that day was we went to a show where basically this dude dressed up as a mad scientist was showing us how to conduct electricity with this big-ass machine. It was pretty cool. It was a pretty entertaining show, I must say. But the next show we watched on this next field trip was not entertaining at all. This next field trip that I took in 7th grade was to a movie theater, and it sucked. We basically had to watch this movie about a book that we were reading in class. Yeah, it fucking blew. I'm gonna play a little flashback for you guys and see if you remember this.
Well, actually, I have to go see with my middle school girlfriend. See you guys. Bye.
Yup, I was with my middle school girlfriend instead of being with the homies while watching this shit-ass movie. Like, the movie was already garbage, but I had to, like, hold her hand the entire time because everybody around me was like, oh, you gotta hold her hand. It would be so romantic. We're in middle school, for God's sake. We are barely touching puberty right now. I'm not ready for love, bro. Like, if I was screaming memes across the middle school hallway, do you really think I'm ready for love? Fuck no. And on the way back, all right, we hop on the bus, and dude, there was always that guy in middle school that whipped out a meme soundboard. I don't know what it was, but bro was just blasting random memes on his computer. Or that kid that would blast the fucking dog whistle sound. Oh my god, nothing was more annoying than that. And that poor bus driver was about to crash the whip. Hey, shut the fuck up! I don't know who's playing that little doodle-a-dee noise back there, but I want you to shut it off right now! And no one wanted to mess with the bus drivers, like I said in my school buses video, because they are built like linebackers, bro. They gon' deck your ass in 0.5 seconds. But on the next field trip, I didn't just get a regular school bus, bro. I got a luxurious-ass school bus. Some of you might remember this from the school buses video, but bro, I was living in luxury for that 2 hours we were going to an amusement park. That was probably the best field trip I've ever went on. And before this field trip, I was a complete bitch when it came to rides. Like, I would not go on anything. But then when my friends started peer pressuring me to go on stuff, that is when I actually came to like roller coasters. So we went to this park with a roller coaster that had like a 300-foot drop, and my friends were like constantly running it back, and they were like, do it or you're a pussy. So obviously I had to do it, bro. Like, I couldn't back out. And hey, man, it did help me get over my fear of roller coasters. And on this trip, unfortunately, like on the way home, you know, everybody had a great day. I was tired as fuck, dude. Like, I was just trying to go home and just crash. Everybody was singing on the way there. They practically have gotten their invites into the studio. Fucking beat. I was trying to beat the case. Yeah, I beat the case. I did the race. Skirt. Eat it up. Will not. Yeah, and a crash and a whip and it played at least 3 or 4 times on some kid's speaker. That was the song that everyone loved at the time. Maybe because they were getting paid more, that's why the bus driver let this slide. No clue. But hey, bro, the suburban white boys were going crazy. That's a fire rap group right there. Nah, that shit fire. They gotta put it out. Nah, they hella underground, bro. They gotta keep digging. But pretty much the entire bus ride was a rap concert. And then all of a sudden, the bus just stopped. It was about like, say like 30 minutes into our ride. All of a sudden, we just pull over to the side of the road. And the teacher was like, oh yeah, one of the buses broke down, so we just have to wait for them. Like, bro, that's their problem. That's their own problem, bro. Like, come on, nah, get my ass home, bro. I'm trying to go home. We don't gotta wait from them. Like, come on, we can keep going. Like, I'm trying to get my ass in bed, bro. And we were sitting there for like an hour. In the past time, everybody was spilling tea, and you know, I had to listen in because it was just so important. The 8th grade drama was crazy. I had to figure out whether Chad and Marissa were dating. Like, it was really important, trust me. I had my earbuds in, but I took one out because the drama was just so important. No, I'm kidding. I kept my earbuds in. I did not give a singular fuck about it. But it was wild how that was just able to keep people entertained for that long, just talking about middle school drama. I get back and I hop in my parents' whip and we go home. They asked me as we were driving home, like, what the hell took you guys so long? I had to explain that unfortunately we had to wait for one of the buses that broke down. And that was kind of tough, bro. I'm not gonna lie. My next field trip was in the 9th grade. We went to a different park. It was basically the same type of deal. But we get on the bus and bro, there is a TV TV screen on the bus, and you can play whatever fucking movie you want. I'm like, holy shit, this is like a goddamn spacecraft compared to the last bus. The bus had like air vents and shit in it too. Like, it was wild, bro. They really went all out on the buses. And it was probably much different because we were in high school now. But unfortunately, after that, my sophomore, junior, and senior year, I did not have any field trips, which was tough. The virus hit and fucked everything over. Unfortunately, I was just locked in the crib most of my time. Things that we all did as kids. I don't know what it was about being a kid. I guess our one brain cell conjoined and we all collectively decided that this was the way to live life. When I was looking at the list of this stuff, I'm like, damn, I do some of these to this day. That's kind of embarrassing. Now, of course, we got to start off with the animal walk. You know what I'm talking about. I guess we all learned that cheetahs were the fastest animal and we decided to haul ass on all fours up the stairs. I guess we thought it was a more efficient method of traveling. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I'd still walk around the house like that. My mom would be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'd be like, oh, that's tough. And of course, I don't know what it was about the dark, but the dark had me hauling ass up the stairs too. The dark was op number one. Like, I had to get it back in blood with the dark, so I got a nightlight. And after that, I felt safe. I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm safe from the monsters. Hey man, I watched Monsters Inc. and I was not lacking. But then I realized, oh shit, I'm still not safe. You know, after I was in my bed, under my blanket, I still wasn't safe. Some of you might be like, wait, what? How is that possible? The monsters, man, they were everywhere, man. The closet, under my bed, they could have been on my ceiling, and hell, one of them even got in my bed. Yo, no, hold on, let me rephrase. I had to keep the nightlight on, and I had to keep a Nerf gun by my side, bro. I'm not lacking in the streets. If these monsters want to scrap, bro, they can get it, bro. I got the Nerf gun. When I wake up in the morning, I felt great. I felt amazing. I don't know why it was, but whenever we were kids, we just felt actually good when we woke up. I don't know why, man, but I was just ecstatic to live the day. There was so much to do, but then the dreaded words came out of my mom's mouth. You have school today. And at that point, bro, my day was ruined. I was crying, I was bawling on the floor, and I was like, please, Mom, don't take me to school. And we would all do the most to try to skip school. Yes, that's right. I know everybody watching this video has done some devious ass shit to try and skip school. Whether you pretend to be sick, hide the car keys, you do something, all right? You do everything in your power. School felt like hell on earth back then. But even though, looking back, elementary school was probably the best out of all three. The other two sucked. Middle school and high school just couldn't compete, bro. And of course, my ass would get dragged to school. I'd get on the bus. I'd look out the window on the bus, and it happened to be a rainy day. And I see raindrops rolling down the bus window. And of course, the race was really intense. This was like the race of the century in my mind, bro. And then you'd hear my ass in the back of the bus while everyone's looking at me. I was like, yes, that one won. It was really intense, and I really had nothing better to do on the bus because no way I was allowed to bring my iPod to school. That was not happening. You walk into class, everybody looks mopey because they had to get up for school in the morning. But every single kid in that room had to find a way to entertain themselves for 7 hours. So you bet we came up with some creative ways to entertain ourselves during school. You cannot tell me that you never poked holes in your erasers, sharpened your pencils until they were about like the length of my... And we took those goofy ass cubes, I'm gonna put a picture of them on the screen, and we'd like build big ass towers with them. And we would even take them and have sword fights with them. And of course they'd break on impact and we'd be really sad. But I don't know what we expected. I mean, of course they're gonna break markers instead, but of course that didn't work either. And I know a methodology that we all use to eat our mac and cheese, all right? Just stuck it on the prongs of the fork, just like this. And apparently this was the most efficient way to eat our mac and cheese. Now, I don't know what it was. I would save the best bite for last on my sandwich. Like, I'd just eat around my sandwich and I'd save the best bite for last. The last bite's gotta be perfect, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to munch, bro. I needed that fuel for recess. And after about like 20 minutes, it was time for recess. We went outside every single
output. I guess I'll put in the TV. Yo. Alright, there we go.
motherfucker on that playground felt like they were on top of the world. We'd all climb the monkey bars, spin on, and even sometimes the gym teacher would break out that parachute thing. Yeah, and it was amazing. And of course, what we all broke.
There we go.
After the monkey bars, feeling like we just chugged a bottle of Captain Morgan after that goddamn spinny thing. And the slides, man, they were either really staticky or just warm as hell. There was no in between. It was depending on which ones you had, of course. And after a few more hours, you were like, let's go, school's over. And you walk outside, you were smoking that pack in the air. You were pretending to, at least. You were breathing it in and just blowing out air because school's over, we're smoking that pack. And we head back home and we were hoping that there were some pizza rolls in that goddamn toaster. And if it was a good day. I will say that for sure. Like, I always had a snack waiting for me when I got home, bro. My mom took good care of me. I had either Oreos, pizza rolls, and I wondered why I was fat. And you know it was a good day if your mom was like, all right, we gotta go clothes shopping. And then I'd start complaining like, no, I don't want to go clothes shopping. And then the words left her mouth. If you're good, I'll take you to Chuck E. Cheese. What? Is it possible? Charles Entertainment Cheese? And I'd start freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, I get to meet him in the flesh. Are you serious? The skater rat with W drip? No way, bro. Oh, I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese. And I'd sprint out of the goddamn clothing rack. And of course, after I got my clothes, we went to Chuck E. Cheese. You know, best place on the globe in my 8-year-old and 7-year-old mind. There was no better. So I'd play my games, I'd get my prizes, and then I would go home. And of course, I had to do my homework before, unfortunately. But hey, I still went, and I was playing skee ball and I was cooking up. There was no stopping me. I was in my element. In that ticket wheel thing all the time, I was trying to get the big prize. Hey man, I've always been a bag chaser. I have my eyes set in the right direction. And of course I would play basketball too. I was always hooping up. Then when I get home from Charles Entertainment Cheese, I get a call on the phone and it's from my neighbor. And he's like, yo, do you want to have a sleepover? And I'm like, yes bro, of course I want to have a sleepover. So I went there. And of course, we had to bring our DSs. That's just how it was. It was a staple. And we'd build like some kind of fort, whether it was with the couch or a pillow fort. We would just chill in the fort and play our Mario Kart DS. Like, tell me not, every kid did this. Like, there's no way you did it if you grew up in the 2000s or 2010. You get your little pillow fort going. Now remember that sometimes we would prank the person that fell asleep first at sleepovers. So my ass was up pretty late and I was parched. All right, I'm like, I gotta go downstairs and I gotta drink some water. And tell me not, 3 a.m. water just hits different. And then I just saw my friend's magnets on the fridge and I was just fucking playing with them like an idiot. I was trying to get them to stick together. At this point, it was pretty late at night. We did our thing. And of course, the kid, he was really upset that he got pranked. Obviously, no one's gonna be happy that they pissed themselves. I'd either have sleepovers at my friend's house that I met at school or my neighbor's house. All right, those were the two spots for me. Now remember, bro, I'd crash at like 2 a.m. and my ass didn't fall asleep first, so luckily I was not the one being pranked that very night. And when I woke up in the morning, I still felt pretty good, even though I didn't get much sleep that night. Like, we gotta do what we gotta do. I'm not trying to pee myself over here. Now, I just remember smelling those pancakes in the morning, and oh my god, I just remember having chocolate chip pancakes in the morning at my friend's sleepovers. That just hit different. If you did not have that experience, man, you missed out. Chocolate chip pancakes in the morning was a special occasion. Not Eggo ones, not Eggo pancakes. Homemade. That shit was crazy. And of course, we'd log on to the good old Wii in the morning after breakfast. And it was fun. Of course, we played Wii Sports, as always. And if you were a 90s kid, you probably played the Nintendo 64 or something like that. But anyways, comment down below what you did as a kid. Want another video to watch? Watch this video on screen. Anyways, I'm out. Bye.
Yeah, so that's wraps it up for today, y'all. That was a fire live stream. But hey, I'm still sick. I don't know, let me get